like to call Jules Sebastian to the stand. May I set up the welfare demonstrative as well?
Absolutely. And I've got for the same courtesy, whoever handling this wishes to position themselves to see what's going on, I'll invite you to do so. Thank you. I just appreciate the minute time. I'll make sure. Thank you very much. Please proceed.
Can you please tell us your name, spelling the last for the record?
Yes, my name is Jules Sebastian. Sebastian spelled Sebastian.
And what is it that you do for a living?
I'm currently the lead forensic investigator for Breckinridge County. I've been so for the past 4 years, and prior to that, I was the assistant forensic investigator for 12 years. I now currently oversee a staff of 3 assistant forensic investigators.
Officer Sebastian, do you have any formal education to qualify you to hold that position?
I do. I received my undergraduate in criminology from North Carolina, Charlotte. And I wanted to pursue my Master's of Science in Forensic Science from the John Jay College of Criminal Justice. I then went to the Midland State Police Academy, where I finished second out of 331 in my class.
Now, aside from that formal education, do you have any other specialized training in the field of forensics?
Yes, I have specialized training in ballistics, blood spatter analysis, GSR or gunshot residue testing, as well as fingerprint evidence collection and preservation.
And do you recall getting called to do an investigation on August 18th of 2010?
Yes, I received a call from an officer, Dale Williams, around 10:06 that day.
What did you learn in that call?
That I was named at an incident that occurred at 23 Maple Street.
Now, Officer Sebastian, were you aware of who lived at 23 Maple Street?
I later found out through my investigation that it was the Parks residence.
And did you ever go to do an investigation?
I did, yes.
What happened upon arriving at the scene?
When I arrived at the scene, I was greeted by 2 EMTs who informed me that there had been a young girl who was shot.
Were you aware of whether this shot had killed the girl or not?
I had attended the autopsy of the girl in question, and I found my answer.
Officer Sebastian, would you recognize the report from that autopsy you attended if you saw it in court today?
I would, yes.
Let the record reflect that I'm approaching opposing counsel with Plaintiff Exhibit 4 for identification.
Ms. Shell, you see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Let the record reflect that I'm approaching the witness with the same. Would your honors like a courtesy copy?
One of them, please. Thank you very much.
Now, Officer Sebastian, is this the same report from that autopsy?
This is yes.
And does it appear to be in the same condition?
It does, yes.
Does anything in this report appear to have been altered at all?
No, it does not.
At this time, plaintiff moves Plaintiff Exhibit 4 into evidence.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
There be no objection, it shall be admitted.
Now, Officer Sebastian, what did you learn from the autopsy to be the cause of death?
I had found from the report that the girl in question had died due to a gunshot wound to the head, and she died in about a minute after the gunshot.
Let the record reflect I am retrieving the document from the witness.
It shall.
Would your honors like the authenticated copy?
That'd be fine. Thank you very much.
Now, did you conduct any investigations to learn how it is that Sydney Park had been shot?
Yes, I had done fingerprint evidence collection.
How is it that you went about collecting that fingerprint evidence?
I inked the suspects that I found inside of the Parks residence. I inked their hands. The 4 suspects were Terry Chapin, who was the neighbor to the Parks, as well as Andy Park, the mother of Sydney Park, Jesse Duran, and Sydney Park.
Did you collect fingerprints from any objects in the house?
Yes, I had dusted and lifted fingerprints off of the gun, the shell casing, and the safe.
And through inking people's fingerprints as well as dusting the objects in the house, were you able to come up with enough facts and data to make a conclusion?
Yes, I was.
Now, once you collected these fingerprints, how is it that you went about analyzing them?
From the fingerprints that I had inked off of the suspects to the fingerprints that I had dusted for on the objects, I had overlaid them using a 16-point match.
And can you explain that 16-point match to us?
Yes, When we overlay these fingerprints that we've collected, we look for similar ridges within the patterns, and finding 16 points of matches between the fingerprints that we've inked off and the fingerprints that we have lifted, we can call that a full match.
You said you call that a full match if it meets that 16-point standard. What happens if it doesn't meet the 16-point standard?
If it doesn't meet its 16-point standard, it's that of a partial match. The way that you get a partial match is when your fingerprint isn't necessarily fully on an object, such as, since my fingerprints don't actually fully go on these glasses itself, I cannot get a full point match from it because my whole fingerprint is not on there. Having something like this still allows us to call a partial match, which many scientists and I could rely on, and we use this to exclude any type of fingerprints.
Let the record reflect that this witness is holding the end of his glasses between his thumb and his forefinger to demonstrate how a partial print would occur.
So stipulated, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
And is this analysis that you do typical of forensic experts in your field for fingerprint analyzing?
Yes, many scientists in my field use this.
So based on your analysis, were you able to come to any conclusions?
Yes, I was able to.
Is there anything that would help you explain those conclusions to the court?
I've prepared a demonstrative for today's purposes.
Permission for this witness to step down and make use of his demonstrative?
Would it help the jury understand the testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I shall allow it.
No objections, Your Honor.
Okay, and you may position
Yes,
yourself
sir.
how you wish to do so.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Now, Officer Sebastian, can you tell us what it is that we're looking at here?
Yes, this is a picture of a revolver and a shell casing.
And is this a picture of the same revolver and shell casing that were found at the Parks home that day?
No, this is simply just a picture of both to help me show you the actual placement of the fingerprints on said objects.
Now, taking this one piece at a time, can you tell us the fingerprints that you found on the firearm?
Yes, I found 3 fingerprints on the firearm. I couldn't find any on the grip as it was a tacky surface and unable to lift any fingerprints. However, right above the grip, I had found 1 fingerprint match that was a 16-point match to that of Jesse Duran. On the barrel of the gun itself, I found 2 matches. One was a 21-point match to that of Sidney Park, and the other was a 17-point match to that of Jesse Duran.
Let the record reflect that this witness is labeled the circle pointing to just above the grip of the gun with a JD and a 16 inside the circle, the circle pointing to the barrel of the gun with an SP and a 21 inside the circle, and the other circle pointing to the barrel of the gun with a JD and a 17 inside the circle.
No objections, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Now, looking at the next piece of this, can you tell us about the fingerprints that you found on the shell casing at the scene?
Yes, I had found 2. One was a 10-point match to that of Jesse Duran, and the other was a 12-point match to that of Jesse Duran.
Let the record reflect that this witness has labeled the shell casing with a JD and a 10 inside the circle, and the other circle labeled with a JD and a 12 inside the circle.
Same question, Counselor.
No objections, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
And Officer Sebastian, what were you able to conclude from this?
From this, and
Time.
Both timekeepers agree this time?
I still have 10 seconds.
Okay. I'm going to allow this very brief question. You started it, but no more after that, okay?
Yeah.
I will respect the timekeepers. I want to make sure. I don't want to take any more time.
What were you able to conclude from this, Officer Sebastian?
from the analysis of the fingerprints as well as the placement, I can conclude that not only did Sidney Park hold a gun, but she had also held the bullet.
I had said one question and one question. Sorry, but I want to make sure I'm consistent, okay? Both timekeepers okay to start again with the cross?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Do you wish to have this?
No, it can be left up, Your Honor.
You do want it left up?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Please proceed.
Eric Johnson for the defense.